Hi there! In this video I want to introduce you to modules in Python. Modules allow you to split your code into several files, which makes it much easier to organize and to understand and makes your apps much more structured. Aside from that, you can use third-party modules written by other people and use the code that they have created in your own projects. Basically, modules are collections of code written by other people or by yourself. There are, out of the third-party modules, the ones that you haven't written, there are standard modules that come along with Python and other kinds of third-party modules that you can install. So let's dive straight into this and learn how to import them. It's very simple. Simply type import, and here I want to import the standard module that comes with Python. It's called math. It can be used for basic math operations. If you're using Jupyter like me, you can then type math dot and type tab several times to see all the functions available on this module. If you want to use this feature, make sure that you first create a cell with import math, run it, and only then try to see the suggestions of all the functions of this module. So if you're not using Jupyter, well, it doesn't matter, you can still obviously use the module. So let's try it using a simple function from it called sqrt. This function allows you to get a square root of any number, like so. Very simple. So as you can see, you just gained access to a function that you haven't created, that was written by other people. Alternatively, it's generally considered a bad practice to import the whole module, because a module contains a huge amount of code with many functions, and you don't necessarily want to have them all available in your code. Instead of that, you can import only a specific function from this module. To do that, you can type from math import sqrt. Again, if you type tab here, it will autocomplete the module for you, which is a very nice Jupyter feature. Once you do that, you don't need to specify that this function comes from math module, because you have already done it here, and you can simply use this function like so. Very nice. Final thing I wanted to tell you about importing modules is that you can rename them. So if you want to give a module a different name for simplicity's sake or whatever, you can do this like so. Like for example, let's import numpy module, import numpy, and here you will see this code in many tutorials about numpy. It is a convention to import it as np. That way you don't have to type it every time, and it's very convenient and nice to use. So here I can just type, again I import it, and then I type np.range. It is one of the numpy functions that comes with it, and you can type it from 0 to 10, and it will create an array for you from 0 to 10. This module, I think it's automatically installed with Anaconda, so I hope that you're using it and it was installed for you automatically. If import of this module has failed, it's not a big deal, because in our next session we will learn how to install modules. Okay, so that part is very simple. All you need to do if you are using Anaconda is to type conda install, and after that you can type module name, obviously without the stars, just the name of a module that you want to install, whatever it is. If you're not using Anaconda, you do the same thing but with pip install and again you type whatever the module name you want to install. That's it. That's all it takes to install a module. You can find them on Google. Like for example, you can type Python and then whatever you want to your module to do, like to draw graphs or to draw images or calculate some stuff from calculus or whatever you want. And you just Google them and you find a list of modules and you try to find the most popular one and use it. You install it with pip and then import, just like we have imported NumPy here. Also, I recommend you checking out GitHub, and you can search for modules in GitHub as well. So that's that for installing modules. But what about creating your own Python modules? Well, if you create a file, let's say we will create a file called hello.py. And create a function in it, like so. We created a high function that simply prints hello, and then we create a different file, a separate one called modules.py. There you can simply type from hello. If hello is in the same folder as this, you can simply type from hello import hi, this function that we have created, and use it, and it will work just fine. So here in our console, I will run python modules.py, and it will automatically run this function. So modules.py has imported a hi function and ran it, and this is the output of this hi function. Pretty nice, pretty great. Note that if you're using Jupyter, importing things a little bit less straightforward. So there are all sorts of workarounds around this. There are some magics that allow you to do that, but it's a topic for a different tutorial. So this is mainly used in Python files. In Jupyter, you probably want all of your code to be either in third-party modules or visible in the notebook itself. All right. Another important thing to know is that you need to create a special file called init.py. It's __ init__.py in the same folder as the modules that you want to import. That way Python will understand that you want to search for modules in this directory. Otherwise it might fail to import the module that you want. So that's about that. That's modules. You can simply import them. You can import separate functions from them. You can rename them as you import them. And then you can easily use any functions. And thanks to gigantic and very active Python ecosystem, there are countless modules that you can use for whatever purposes you want. Just find them on Google or on GitHub, install them, and use them all you want. So that's it. I hope this tutorial was useful to you, and I'll see you in my future videos.